What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Mr. Cheap Cents. I know I've been MIA since Friday. Had some things going on, but I am back. And for those of you who are friends with me on Facebook and are following me on Instagram, you already know what the deal is, what I had on today. Today I had on and it still doesn't want to work for me. So this is Scentual Obsessions version or formulation of Lost Cherry. And I do believe that this is a Tom Ford fragrance that this is formulated after. And if I'm wrong, somebody, I'm pretty sure, will correct me, as they always do. What do I get from this? I'm gonna tell you. I get a lovely winter time, fall time fragrance that actually lasts 8+ hours. I sprayed this on at like 5 something this morning, and it is now, I actually got off a little late today because they had me cleaning a carpet at the last minute. But I sprayed this on at 5 something this morning, and I'm just getting off at, I'm just actually leaving the hospital. It's 3:20 right now. So it's still very noticeable on my skin. It's just not as loud. So I guess you would call it a skin scent by now. But I think if someone is in close proximity of me, similar to Dolce and Gabbana, the one, they will be able to smell it. It will become a close encounter type scent. I actually like this one a lot. Somebody asked me, what does the cherry smell like in this? And my honest opinion, it smells medicinal. It smells kind of like the cherry that you would get in maybe like a cough syrup or something like that, which honestly isn't bad. So don't let that deter you from trying this fragrance. Get you a sample of it, test it, see what you think. Now, I'm not saying by any means, and this jackass just gonna pull out in front of me, by any means, don't take what I said about this fragrance, the cherry in this smelling medicinal, because sometimes medicinal can be a good thing. In this case anyway. The dry down, the cherry smells a lot nicer. It does change. The base of it, it's more or less just slightly sweet, and that's about all you get. You don't really get too much of anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the back of my hand. Yeah, I get a medicinal type cherry. I don't know what all the notes are in this, so I can't really pinpoint everything. I don't really get tobacco. I don't really get any booze or anything like that. It's actually quite nice. Whatever the notes are, I don't know. Like I just said, you can always look that up if you want to know more about this fragrance or Tom Ford's version, but I like it. I like this one a lot. I do want to get this in a bigger bottle, but that's just gonna have to wait for now, because like I said before, my funds are stretched very thin, especially with this new car. The insurance for me is sky high because I got a speeding ticket some months earlier in the year for speeding on I-95. I was going to one of my son's games, basketball games, and they said I was doing, what he said, 88 in a 70 or something like that, which to me isn't really a big deal, but you know, I paid the first ticket, and then they didn't tell me that I was going to get a super speeder ticket, which is some crap that Georgia got going on. So if you're ever in Georgia, please make sure you go the speed limit, because they are so money hungry around here. I hate it. So I had to pay one $200 ticket. Then I had to turn around and pay another $200 ticket for a super speeder. And then I didn't pay it on time. So I ended up having to pay $200 for the ticket, plus another $50 to reinstate my license. So I actually spent $450 altogether, which was dumb as hell. But it is what it is, and my insurance is sky ass high right now. And I just can't afford to go out and be spending money on frivolous things when I have more important things that I could be doing with my money. So for the most part, like I said, I've been pretty much a spokesperson as of lately for Scentual Obsessions. I know a lot of people don't really care much for Scentual Obsessions. You know, some people's opinion is that they're just a clone house, in which they do have some originals. You know, you just have to be selective in what you pick and choose. Or if he's sending you something, then you have to let him know, hey, I'm not really interested in this one. Can you send something else? If he's sending it to you for free. But me personally, whatever Kevin sends me, I'm happy with it. I'm satisfied, because there are not a lot of people, you know, flooding my mailbox, sending me samples or fragrances like everybody else is getting. And, you know, I'm not going to sit on here and pout and cry about it. It just is what it is with me. I understand how things go. I'm not monetized. I'm not an ass kisser. I'm not one of them dudes that's, you know, gonna beg people to send me stuff, and like, that's just not me. If it's not meant to be, it's just not meant to be. But Kevin from Scentual Obsessions has, for one, been very generous. I do remember that Happy Land sent me 5 of their fragrances, so I'm very grateful for that. There's 1 or 2 other companies that sent me some stuff. I know Zaharoff sent me something, and I forgot the name of that other company, the one that makes what's the name of that fragrance? Secretions Magnifique, the company that makes them. I think they sent me 1 sample of something. But for the most part, I'm appreciative of everything that I have gotten so far, and looking forward to more if they come. If they don't, like I said, oh well. But I've pretty much been an advocate, a spokesperson for Scentual Obsessions. I love almost everything that they've sent me so far, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2. But I have more that I love from that house than I do than just I don't like. So pick up Lost Cherry if you can't afford, I think it's Tom Ford, if I'm not mistaken. If you can't afford to spend that kind of money on Tom Ford, then check out Scentual Obsessions. They make great formulations or their versions of very popular fragrances. This is one of them that I give 2, I'm driving right now, 2 thumbs up. I'll put their fragrances up against just about any other fragrance that's popular out there, and I'm pretty sure they will pretty much meet the standard as far as smell on most of them, and projection and longevity and all of that good stuff. So Kevin, for the most part, keep doing your thing, my friend. Don't worry about what the naysayers are saying. Keep doing you. Keep putting out quality product. And whatever success that you may have in the long run, I'm pretty sure it will come to you tenfold. So that's about all I got for you guys right now, and gals. I'm glad I went ahead and got this video out the way, because as soon as I pull into my place, which is in a few seconds, I'm going inside and I'm crashing until it's time to go to work. So shout out to everybody in the fragrance world. I don't care if you're upper tier, mid tier, or lower tier. Shout out to everybody, Small Fry Squad, everybody. I'm not going to call out names or whatever. It just is what it is from now on. And if I feel like calling out a name, I will. But shout out to everybody in the fragrance world. Keep doing your thing. The ones of you who are smaller in subs, keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep pushing it in their faces that they need to hit those like buttons, hit those subscribe buttons, ring those bells, let people know, man. And like I said before, and I know Sam Broom reiterated what I said, there's no way possible that we have, I don't care if it's 12 people that watched your video. If you had 12 views, you should have, between likes and dislikes, you should have 12 likes and or dislikes. So whether you got 12 views or you got 4 or 5 or 1,000 or 10,000 views, those likes and unlikes should match that. YouTube has to know what kind of job we are doing, whether that you guys like us or you don't like us, and that's a great way to show it. So hit those buttons. I mean, it's just as easy that you clicked on one of our videos while you're watching it. If the content seems to be speaking to you, go ahead and hit the like button. It only takes a tap. That's all it takes. It's not like you got to go do a full survey and send it in to General Mills, and then they got to send it to whoever else, and the president gotta put his stamp of approval on it. You don't have to go through all of that. Just tap the little screen and go on about your business. All right, y'all, I am out of here. Shout out once again to Scentual Obsessions for their formulation of Lost Cherry. Let's try this one more time. And try them out. You don't have to buy a full bottle, even though their colognes and oils or whatever they selling aren't expensive. Still try them out. Pretty inexpensive. Get with Kevin, and if you're ordering something, let Kevin know that your boy Mr. Cheap Scent sent you. I'm out, guys. Here's the smelling great. Peace.